Woohoo! Okay, so this is the map Longinus 2, and it is a Protoss versus Zerg map. It is Hullah versus Legendary, and Legendary is from China, and Hullah is in the clan ToT. It's a very good clan and very prominent, very well known Zerg, mainly Zerg clan, and very exclusive. I forgot what their name stands for, but it was something with Templar, I think. So, as you can see, they're in a relatively close, well, actually it's a 3-player map, so they'd be close no matter what. But we'll see what happens. So, pylon going up in the natural. So this looks like a fast expand by Legendary, a very risky move against a Zerg player, especially one who trains against other types of players that are Protoss, because recently Protoss players do fast expands a lot, or they try and be like Bisu, where they get a Dark Templar inside the base, etc. So it would be very risky to do a 9 pool build, so that's why it's not doing it. But if you did a 9 pool build, it would take out this area. But he hasn't scouted that there is going to be a fast expand. And if they didn't do a fast expand, you'd pretty much be screwed. So it looks like he did a 12 spawning pool. Forge going up. This forge is placed here so that it can block melee units from hitting the cannons, which will be placed right here and here after a gateway goes up somewhere around here. Scouting probe has arrived in this destination. It will try and make sure that the Zerg player cannot expand, but it's a little too late. Actually, he made it. So it's a very good idea to try and not let your Zerg enemy expand, because Zerg really needs expansions. But without expansions, they're very bad. So delaying their expansion is a very good idea. The spawning pool is created. So I guess one of them is a Zergling and 2 others are drones. He saw this fast expansion, but he is not going for 3 Zerglings because he knows that a cannon will be going up soon. So he's playing it on the safe side. Now these Zerglings will mainly be as scouts or to distract this annoying probe and to expand. So there goes the expansion. Probe was not successful in harassing it this time, but it did delay about 20 seconds. So 2 photon cannons coming up. Any rush attempt right now would be very futile. So the Zerg players are taking advantage of this fast expand and expanding even more than he actually needs to. This is something that you should always try and do, because while they're fast expanding, they're not going to be aggressive, so you can expand freely a lot. It's a very good idea to do this, because the more expansions you have, the more units you will have, and the more power you will have in map control. This is a good position for the Overlord. It can see any enemy armies passing through, and it can monitor the situation of this expansion, as well as how many cannons there are. He might only be able to see 1 cannon. Let me check. Yes, he can only see 1 cannon, but it is still a very nice position. Looks like these Zerglings are just patrolling the area. This probe will be destroyed soon, and because 4 Zerglings can take it out. So instead of doing a normal 3 hatchery build with 1 hatchery somewhere at the ramp or at the choke, he actually took advantage of this and did a 3 hatch build at another expansion. So probe is actually still alive. Very good micro by Legendary, but looks like Yellow's going to try and surround it this time. He's actually microing it, and I guess probe is still alive. There's actually no drones here, which is quite surprising. But doing such a fast expand in this many bases is very expensive. So look, it looks like there's 8 Zerglings now, and they might have gone speed. So no, they haven't, but they will eventually kill this probe. So it looks like Yellow is going to attack. Photon cannons are actually extremely weak. They only have 100 HP, no armor at all. Zealots and Dragoons are actually stronger in terms of taking out Zerglings. Well, if you fast expanded with a double gate build, but nobody would do that because it wouldn't actually work as well. So it looks like this attack is coming in. He runs past the cannons a little bit so he can get all the Zerglings attacking the cannon at the same time. So this attack is working. All the Zealots have been killed. There's one Dragoon left. All the photon cannons have also been killed. This attack is going on. He's not making any drones at base. He's just continuing to make more and more Zerglings. This is exactly why a fast expand is so risky, and you should not try and do this. A fast expand, unless you know that your opponent is not going to be able to try and challenge it. Purple, thinking it was safe with his probe scout in there, not seeing anything too risky, decided not to get more defense or photon cannon. So this fast expand did fail. More and more Zerglings are coming over. Looks like a total of 24 maybe. Every single second that he's not mining from this expansion, it is a complete waste of money. So it looks like Yellow is kind of abandoning this expansion because nothing's happening there. He's continuing to get defense up here as well as 3 gateways. Continuing to pump Zerglings everywhere. Spire just in case he needs higher attack. So a lot of Zealots being created, but they have been surrounded, so they are going to die. Zealots are the ideal predator to Zerglings, but not against this many. This expansion will go down. More and more Zerglings coming along, and this is not very good. So this is exactly what you need to do if you are going against a fast expand. You want to play it safe. If you see a fast expand, don't try and destroy it immediately, because it's just playing on the safe side and expand. And never guess that your opponent will be going fast expand, because if you make a 9-pull and they're going a double gate or something like that, you would be at a very bad disadvantage in your economy with the king. So these probes are blocking the Zerglings from reaching this photon cannon, but the game's already over. Looks like Legendary has lost. Continuing, okay, so the Mutalisks have arrived. The Mutalisks will be able to take out this photon cannon, unlike these Zerglings. Okay, there goes the photon cannon. He might join the Mutalisks. He has failed in that one because they actually have a very long range, but it is a good game. There's nothing that Legendary can do at this point. Fast expand is a little too risky, and militaries who train exclusively for this type of stuff will know how to counter. GG.